This is the Jason Walker Show. Two-time National Sports Media Association Montana Sportscaster of the Year and three-time loser, the Jason Walker Show. The best local and statewide sports coverage, featuring the biggest guests from Montana.
Flint Rasmussen joining us here on the Jason Walker Show.
He's freaking exhausting, too. You used to dance a lot more. Yeah, I know, lady. I'm 51 years old now.
The NAI Hall of Famer Mike Van Diest joining us here, Jason Walker Show. And is it just a deal where quarterbacks have to be good golfers?
Well, that's all they have time for. They don't work out. They don't lift weights. They don't do anything else. They might as well go get on the golf course and at least have some fun.
And from across the country,
Doug Gottlieb, our guest here on the Jason Walker Show.
End of the day, remember, it's your show. It's got your name on it.
Howie Mandel, our guest here.
Jason Walker, deal or no deal?
the Jason Walker Show.
Hey, what up? Happy Wednesday. The Jason Walker Show, hanging out with you, and a big show coming up. We're going to talk to Alex Eschelman on the Eschel Special. Get the latest on Tommy Mellott. We know he's not playing this weekend, so what's the Bobcats saying about his health, and what are they going to do with Sean Chambers and the lack of running backs that the Cats have as they open up the home portion of the Big Sky season with UC Davis this weekend. The Aggies coming to town to Bozeman. Also, so Alex will update us. And what else? Oh, we got a state tournament preview. Golf state tournament wrapping up already. At least they won't be playing in snow like they did a couple of years ago up in Great Falls. Remember that when they were putting to win a state championship in the snow? Yeah, it was pretty crazy. On this day in history, the walk-off and much more coming up. The walk-up presented by our great friends over at Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. 3 distinct divisions so you can create the log home of your dreams and your budget. And over 50 years experience, the finest craftsmen available, not only in the state, but probably in the entire West. And, man, they do some great stuff. Check them out at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. Well, let's see here. You can tweet us anytime at JWalkerSports. Our email, jason@jasonwalkershow.com. And you can always check us out on the Facebook and the Twitter and the YouTube. And also the website. So there you go. Let's see here. Let's start with... Our thoughts are with, holy cow, the entire state of Florida. But, man, I mean, we're talking some nastiness going on. Category 4 Hurricane Ian hitting today, about 1 o'clock Mountain Time, and just near west of Fort Myers with 155-mile-per-hour winds. Man, storm surge is nuts. And power's out, of course. Over 1 million have lost out. So, lost power. And it is not going to be good when the sun rises tomorrow. Which brings me to this. So I saw this today. I was checking the Twitter because that's what I have to do for my jobs. And Tampa Bay Buccaneers supposed to host Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night. Well, Tampa, very near where the hurricane came ashore, the eye wall. Tampa's getting pounded right now with rain and, hurricane force winds. So it's Wednesday. Now, the game is Sunday night. Now, if they can't play at Raymond James Stadium, there's a decision the NFL said they're going to move it to Minneapolis, U.S. Bank Stadium. Vikings over in London playing, which would open that up. Now, I saw this tweet today, and I don't even know how to say that. So, the guy likes to pretend that he's carrying individual, but his tweet reads, "I have tickets for this game. I would be pissed. How would the Bucs or NFL square that with Bucs fans? The NFL is already using a Bucs home game for Germany." Dude, there's more important things. Like, you live in Florida. You live in the Tampa area. And yet, you're not worried about your Floridian friends, neighbors. Freaking hurricane came through, dude. I have tickets to this game. I'd be super pissed if they have to move it. There's more important things in life. At the end of the day, it's a freaking football game. I get it. We love our football in the United States. I understand that. But come on, there's sometimes things make more sense to move things because of, I don't know, maybe a natural freaking disaster. Maybe that's just me, though. You can weigh in at Jay Walker Sports, but come on, dude. I would be upset because I have tickets for this game. Well, they'll probably reimburse you. Or better yet, just fly your ass up to Minneapolis. If you got tickets to afford to go to an NFL game, you can get on an airplane. So, there's that. I had to get that off the chest. It's absolutely stunning to me. The State AA Golf Tournament will take place in Helena this week, tomorrow and Friday. And Bella Johnson, who set the course record at Bill Roberts and won the state tournament last year, and in Bozeman from Billings West, who also won a team title, is going to be back, the defending champ. But this will be played at Green Meadow Country Club in Helena, and a little bit different course. A little bit different. So she's back. One guy that's not is the defending state champ, Gallatin's Jordan Verge. Him and his twin, Justice, now down in, I think, Florida International, playing golf. Gallatin boys won the team title last year. And could be the Bozeman Hawks taking it this year. Cooper Barrett. But both Bozeman and Gallatin golf teams looking good. Butte's Jack Priggy's really good individually. He won the Western AA Divisional last week. And he's back. Tyler Avery from Glacier was 6th a year ago. He's back. Joe McGreevy from Capital, who was 4th a year ago. He's back. As well as Dutch Teeters, Capital 3rd last year. And I see those guys all the time out at the golf course all summer long. Those guys know how to play some golf at Capital, and they know how to play Green Meadow. And the weather should be pretty good. The weather should be pretty darn good for that. So looking forward to following along with that golf tournament, because it's going to be a lot of fun for sure. Let's see. Rest of golf is in the spring, right? It's just the AA in the fall, I believe. Let's see here. I can't keep all of them together. I should, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah. So you got AA this week, and then spring has the A and B and C. So there you go. But yeah, going to be a great tournament. So if you get a chance, you want to go watch out at Green Meadow, highly recommend it. It's going to be a great tournament with lots of great young talent. No question about that. So let's see, what else did we want to hit on? I think that was about it. Tommy Millott, as we know, out. We got a couple of breaking news stories tonight. Aaron Judge has tied Roger Maris for the most Yankee home runs. And the Blue Jays pitchers got it, so we'll see what they do with that ball. So it's not a record breaker. It ties Roger Maris. And there you go. Let's see here. Coolio died today. Did you see that? 58, Gangster's Paradise. But yeah, Coolio passed away today. I thought I read that somewhere. Yeah, today. Within the last hour, it was announced. Dies at the age of 59. His manager confirmed it to CBS News. So artist Leon Ivey Jr. died today in L.A. Cause of death not given. No signs of foul play. Of course, we all know Gangsta's Paradise. Man, unbelievable song from a great movie, really. Dangerous Minds. Really, really good movie. Underrated, I think. Michelle Pfeiffer, come on. Oh, that was back in like Michelle Pfeiffer days too, right? That was a great movie. Oh man, that kind of bums me out though. I liked Coolio. Let's see. Crosstown volleyball tomorrow here in Helena. That's going to be a good one. That'll be over at Capitals Gym. And yeah, we're getting to the end already. I mean, October's just around the corner this weekend, Saturday. And then fall sports starts ending this week with golf. Cross country is going to be soon, state. You've got football nearing the play. We're more than halfway through the football season now in high school. It's nuts. Absolutely nuts. So, all right. We'll take a break. We'll come back. Don't forget, you can tweet us at JWalkerSports anytime you so choose. You can also email Jason at jasonwalkershow.com. When we return, the Eschel Special. We'll check in with the great Alex Eschelman as she updates us on Tommy Malott. What are the Bobcats going to do with Tommy football out this week against UC Davis? It's 8 p.m. kickoff in Bozeman on Saturday night. Now, I'm going to be in Laurel Friday doing the Locos game against Billings Central, big rivalry game. Both teams really good. So that would be Friday. Could I convince my wife to let me go to Bozeman Saturday to watch that game on ESPNU in person, though, from the sideline? Interesting conundrum we find ourselves in. Just a little. All right, quick break. We'll come back. Alex Eschelman joins us next. The Walk-Up is brought to you by Montana Custom Log Homes, the premier log home company in the industry. Veteran-owned, family-owned, woman-owned, and operated. Check them out. They're 15-plus floor plans at yourcustomlog.com to get started today. Coming right back. This is The Jason Walker Show.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Summer, a time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little or a lot, your choice, have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
Fall is officially here, and now is the perfect time to get your rig tuned up before the big hunt. That means a lift kit from Auto Concepts. An Auto Concepts lift kit will help take you places only the animals can go. And when you do get that big one, make sure you have help to get it home with a winch to pull it out. Or maybe you'll be a good friend and help pull someone out of the snowbank. Check out AutoConceptsHelena.com for more ideas. Auto Concepts, the auto enhancement professionals. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today.
L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street.
Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $289. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
Welcome back, Jason Walker Show. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena. Montana women's golf, 6 today at the Eagle Invitational. The Bobcat women came in second. Excuse me. That was held down at Indian Canyon Golf Course in Spokane. I guess over. Let's see. Girl from MSU won it for the second week in a row. And I'll tell you her name here in a second. Let's see. Scarlett Vedig Velasquez went 1 under 215 over 3 rounds. A 70, a 71, and a 74. Congratulations to her. Brittany Basie's got a pretty good golf team down there in Bozeman. No question about that. So always fun to watch. Ran into her, Coach Basie, at the Junior America's Cup when the girls were at Green Meadow Country Club. A bunch of college coaches were there. A dude from USC. She's got some really good golfers going there. But, yeah, Coach Basie, loving life. She's got a pretty good golfer in her daughter, too, Cameron. So there you go. There's volleyball going on right now on the Frontier. And Providence down 2-0 right now at MSU Northern, but leading 13-6 in the third. So there you go. Let's talk football, shall we? It is always a pleasure to chat with Miss Alex Eschelman, ABC Fox Montana, SWX Montana sports reporter. She's going to update us. What do the Cats intend to do defensively against UC Davis and their great running back, Yolonzo Gilliam? And how's Sean Chambers going to fare on Saturday night? Under the lights on ESPNU in Bozeman. She joins us now on the Eschel Special. It is brought to you by Dinners Done Right on the Mike Miller State Farm Hotline. It is my favorite time of the week. It is the Eschel Special, and joining us via the air link, it is the great Alex Eschelman. See how great she is? She's working on her day off, folks. It's awesome. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you, Jason?
I'm good. The nerve blocker wore off last week, so I can finally feel my fingers a little bit. So all is good.
Lord.
You've been traveling. How was Seattle? Let's start with the NFL game.
So special. It was my first time covering an NFL game as a media member. I've been to 2 NFL games prior to that, 49er games, and 2 very unique situations. It was in high school, and our high school cheer team was invited to do a pregame performance with about 200 other cheerleaders from across Northern California. One of them was with Jordan Sparks singing. It was singing No Air. It was amazing. It was a pregame performance. So those were definitely unforgettable experiences, but this one was special in its own way because on top of being able to be a media member there, getting to actually personally know a guy on each team in Will Dissly and Troy, and they couldn't have been nicer per usual. Will was funny. I saw him in pregame, and he goes, "Hey, listen, so here's the deal. Whichever team loses, the loser has to say that the winner that's on the Montana player that's on the winning team is the best player to come out of the state of Montana." In their interviews. And so that's in my story tonight with SWX, because you're going to hear the responses between Troy and Will, and they're pretty funny. So it was special.
That is fantastic. Better Jordan Sparks song.
The No Air?
Yeah. Because I have 2.
No Air, you can't. No. I mean, No Air is...
Battlefield and Tattoo are 2 better songs.
Well, to be honest with you, I can't think of any other songs, Jordan Sparks songs right now.
There's only 3 I can think of. Alex Eschelman joining us. Montana State losing Tommy Malott. I got my touchdown Tommy shirt or Tommy football shirt on, but he's out for this weekend. And I mean, it's a bummer, but he's a little to me like a Christian McCaffrey, where he's just, you know, his style of play. You're going to risk injury. But how is Tommy?
Completely. Yeah, I agree with you, Jason. I think that is, I mean, with how thin their running back group is right now, and not to mention that Tommy, I don't want to say he's more comfortable with running the ball, but that's just what we're used to seeing a little bit more out of Tommy. So I would assume he's a little more comfortable and confident being able to just take it and run with it versus, you know, becoming, doing quick passes and throwing deep balls and all of that. But and not to say that he's not good at those things. I mean, he's great at those things, but I think that he's just getting better and is still new at becoming a more efficient passer. But it was tough. It was tough seeing him go down. I just thank God that it wasn't a season-ending injury. It wasn't. I mean, most importantly is that he's okay, because head injuries, not something you want to deal with. So thank goodness it doesn't sound like it's anything super serious. But with that said, any type of head injury is serious. So he's taking this one out. Sean Chambers. Just as much as I love Tommy, I love Sean for different reasons. I just think that Sean's story and all the adversity that he's faced in transferring into Montana State and still being kind of a second string to Tommy in a way, he with a lot more veteran experience and being able to step up and win that game for the Cats, I thought was really cool. And just goes to show that both the teams love Tommy and love Sean equally for their own ways.
Well, and what's interesting, too, is Coach Brent Vigen said in his press conference that I read about that, he's basically the offense changes now because they won't be utilizing the 2 quarterback system. They will rely just on Sean, it sounds like, on Saturday against UC Davis.
Yeah, definitely. But I go back to what Coach Vegan said a couple weeks ago, and despite he said this before they lost to Oregon State, of course, but it's Oregon State. I mean, that if the divisions between FBS and FCS and Oregon State being a Power 5 contender, that should have happened in a way. But before that game, Coach Vegan said, we're going to need to get creative, and he was alluding to their thin running back group. Mm-hmm. I think they're just going to stick with that statement. We're going to have to get creative here this week with Sean Chambers too. But offensive coordinator Taylor Housewright does a great job of that. And I think that the biggest thing, I was just saying this earlier, Jason, that this group has a belief in themselves that they can get it done, despite knowing that they are not as much of a top dog, if you will, in comparison to last year's team.
Talking with Alex Eschelman on the Eschel Special, ABC Fox Montana, SWX Montana sports reporter. The cool thing, or the nice thing, I guess, is that Chambers has starting experience at Wyoming.
Right.
Vegan knows him. He knows Vegan. There's a trust there. I don't think anything really changes a whole lot as far as that goes.
I agree. And on top of that, Montana State is the more dominant team going into this game. I mean, they are 3-1. You've got UC Davis at 1-3. It's at home. It's an ESPN game. It's going to be sold out. It's going to be rocking, which love UC Davis because they are one of my hometown teams, being a Northern California girl. But I mean, their game day experience just doesn't even compare to Montana State's game day experience and their fan base, in my opinion. So I think that the Bobcats, despite having Tommy Millott out, have enough depth and are going to have this one. I'm not going to say that it's going to be a blowout or anything. I think that UC Davis can still very well come in. I'm always in belief that an upset can happen. So,
right.
But I do think that the Cats will win this one.
Speaking of the Cats and defense, what are you hearing about how they're going to defend Alonzo Gilliam? Because he's a really good running back for Davis there.
I mean, you saw it, Jason, in their game last weekend against Eastern Washington. They had 2 critical defensive plays at the very end of that game by recovering that fumble and then sealing the deal with Danny Louis Lakepa's interception. I think that this defense, they're chippy. I think that there's enough playmakers on the Cats defense between, you got Ty Okada, Jeffrey Manning. Oh gosh, I think he will be back. I'm forgetting. I believe he will be back for this game, which is huge. Callahan O'Reilly, just a staple. And then, like I said, Danny Yu, he's just so fun to watch. He's such a trash talker along with Ty Okada. And I think that, and then I think the defensive line is continuing to improve with Brody Grebe, Ben Seymour. I think a lot of those guys are just continuing to develop. So I don't think they'll have a problem there.
Louder Stadium, Bobcat Stadium, Washington Grizzly, or Seattle's?
Oh, Seattle's. I mean, come on.
Well, everybody's, Washington Grizzly.
Come on. Okay. People there need to calm down then if they think it's louder than Lumen. Than
whatever it's called now. Yeah.
No. But I will say Wagriz can get pretty loud.
Yeah, it can. It can.
It can get pretty loud, and I would be lying if I said it was if Bobcat Stadium was louder. The last time I was at Wagriz was pretty loud.
Before I let you go, Bozeman and Gallatin picking up big wins last week in different ways. Kind of a last-second touchdown for the Raptors. They're 4-1 now. Bozeman, Jake Casagrande, 6 touchdown passes. It's a couple of teams down there in the Gallatin Valley that are on quite a roll.
Yeah, Jake Casagrande has shown one of the most positive evolutions and transitions this season. I really feel like he's continuing to come into his own this year, and you've been able to see that. He's just confident, not only, taking the snap in the pocket, but he's able to run around a little bit and make some trick plays and some last minute quick decisions. So I think that, you can't go wrong with either Gallatin or Bozeman. We're not complaining. And I'm at home this week for the first time in a couple weeks.
Yes.
I'm not traveling with the Bobcats, so I can finally go to some games. However, Cat Grizz volleyball this Friday.
Which at the Brick. At the Brick.
At the Brick. First time in 20 years.
Yep.
They're trying to break the record from last time's attendance with over 6,300 people. So anybody listening, get your butt to the Brick Breeden Fieldhouse on Saturday and support those ladies and guys with Coach Cole, and I'm going to screw up his last name. Ozzy, I think. Coach Cole.
Coach Cole. I was doing PA Schroyer is awesome, but I was doing volleyball PA the last time they played at the Brick against the Grizz, and it was amazing. Unbelievable volleyball. Now, don't take anything away from Schroyer. Schroyer's great on its own, but when you get over 6,300 people, it's pretty awesome. It is National Drink a Beer Day, Alex. Favorite beer, go. Anything I buy in Billings.
A free one.
There you go.
I would say, well, I feel like I'm going to sound so girly for saying this, but a Blue Moon. I like something citrusy, I go with a citrusy beer. So I'm trying to think of a local beer that is my favorite. I would probably, maybe my cousin's favorite is a prickly pear. And you can't go wrong with the Moose Drool. So,
all right, she is she's not a beer snob. Trust me.
We love beer. Though.
We love us some beers.
Can't go wrong with the beer.
Watch her story. What time's it going to air tonight with Troy and Mr. Disley?
It already aired in the 6 o'clock, but we will also have it in the 9 and 10, I believe, and I will have it online no later than tomorrow morning.
Awesome. Hey, have fun at home this weekend. Got state golf, Bozeman and Gallatin. Gallatin boys looking to defend their title. That's up here in Helena this weekend, but appreciate you joining us, and take care. We'll talk next week.
Always a pleasure, Jason. Thank you for having me, and I'm so happy that your wrist and hand is feeling better.
I can wave now.
Yeah.
Thanks, Alex.
Bye.
She is the best. That is Alex Eschelman joining us. The Eschel Special brought to you by Dinner's Done Right. You need to stop in for the best food ready to go for you, ready to cook that night, or get something frozen. It's going to be a little cooler this weekend. It's starting to cool down. You put some in the crock pot on a Saturday, watch college football all day, and then a few hours later, you've got a great meal. Great stuff over at Dinner's Done Right. Check out Dinner's Done Right in Helena today. Let's see. Volleyball going on. Tech is taking on Carroll right now. You also have Providence at Northern. Argos just won the third set, 25-14. Still down 2-0 up there in Havre. And watching some baseball. We talked about Aaron Judge hitting 61st home run of the year. There you go. So it ties Roger Maris for the Yankee record. And Coolio passed away earlier today. So kind of a bummer there. Big bummer. Let's see here. Let's take a break. We'll come back. On this day in history, just around the corner. The walk-off, just around the corner. And whatever else happens in the next 20 minutes or so. All right. This is the Jason Walker Show. This segment brought to you by Rucker's Furniture. Make the quality choice for your home at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Store-wide savings are what you'll find when you shop for new home furnishings at Rucker's Furniture. This means tremendous values on Helena's largest in-stock selection of home furnishings. When you shop Rucker's, you'll find store-wide savings on the furniture you want for every room in your home. And you'll also find our selection of Serta iComfort, the most comfortable beds in Helena. 12-month financing is available with approved credit on most purchases over $299. Ask for details. You'll find store-wide savings at Rucker's Furniture, 1010 Dearborn, Helena.
Looking for something sweet before work? How about that fresh brewed coffee? Maybe a fresh baked cinnamon roll as you head in for another great day exploring. Then look no further than the Sweet Spot in Boulder. Whatever your pleasure, the Sweet Spot has everything to fix that craving. From daily specials and rolls to tasty cookies and more. Don't forget that caramel macchiato or espresso and many more of your favorite flavors. The Sweet Spot caters to the local community and cares about providing the best treats every day. Visit the Sweet Spot on Facebook or in Boulder at 102 North Main Street. Yes, it's true that Montana is a long way from the Gulf Coast, but you can bring that Cajun flavor home with a stop at Cafe Zydeco. From po' boys to classic sandwiches, Cafe Zydeco has all the best Cajun in town. Are you in the mood for seafood gumbo or crawfish etouffee? Maybe you're craving jambalaya with some shrimp and grits. Head in for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, or call ahead for pickup or delivery. Cafe Zydeco will fix all your southern cravings, even on a chilly Montana day. Cafe Zydeco is a proud sponsor of The Jason Walker Show.
Who doesn't love being number one? When your team's dominating the standings, or your favorite band rocks the charts at number one, it feels good, right? Kind of like how it feels when you have auto insurance with State Farm. Because making you feel like number one is an honor your local State Farm agent takes seriously. Through the good times and not so good, your State Farm agent's proud to be here to help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Mike Miller in Helena today. L&P Grocery offers Boulder a convenient shopping experience, whether you're stopping in for a few things or stocking up for the week ahead. From fresh produce and meat to all the staples you need to feed your family, you'll find it here. L&P Grocery is also proud to have partnerships with local brands and carry products unique to the area. Stop by to exchange propane tanks, pick up fishing tackle, grab your prescription, or get your photo taken at the Pitcher Kiosk. They're delighted to be the one-stop shop for local area Boulder residents who want to support local business. Visit lnpgrocery.com and at 215 North Main Street. Do you love to look at photos of Montana, from animals to landscapes and more? Are you looking for a place to get your senior pictures or family portraits done? Are you a business owner looking to upgrade the decor in your offices? Well, look no further than Mark LaRoe Photography. Mark has been shooting beautiful photos all across the Treasure State, from rodeos to portraits, and would love to work with you. Visit marklaroephotography.com to see many masterpieces of his work, then give him a call to schedule your own photo shoot. Or to purchase one of his fantastic pieces, stop by Spirit of the Big Sky Gallery on Custer in Helena. marklaroephotography.com.
Strength, beauty, grit, superior craftsmanship. Our homes have it all. At Montana Custom Log Homes, if you can dream it, we can build it. With 3 divisions and over 50 years experience, we've got you covered. From a showcase home to a small cabin, we make your vision a reality. Because every cowboy wants a castle for his queen. Montana Custom Log Homes, crafting homes that last for generations.
Ah, summer. A time to work in the yard and get all those projects that you've been thinking about all winter done. And when you've had enough, go to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar to cool off, relax, laugh a little, or a lot, your choice. Have a drink and play your favorite games. There's plenty of new games and your old favorites. Now, if you don't want to work hard and the relaxing part sounds the best to you, then just head over to Lucky Duck Casino and Bar on Dredge behind Jade Restaurant. Happy summer, everyone.
Welcome back to the Jason Walker Show.
I'm so excited. Tomorrow, get to talk to my favorite basketball player of all time, Brittany Jackson, formerly of the Tennessee Lady Vols. Can't wait. She's got a big golf tournament, big arts and crafts. Her son's selling soap, bath soaps, which are awesome. And plus, we just love Brittany Jackson. So Britt will be on the show tomorrow. Just got married, too. Last month before. So, looking forward to talking with her. We'll also talk some high school football for the weekend. Not with her, but Montana. And probably some college. Let's see here. We talked about Coolio dying earlier today. That's a bummer. Man. And just looking at these videos and these pictures from Florida. Oh. I saw this one. Where is it? Here. Let's see if I can pull this up on the old screen here. There you go. So this is Fort Myers, Florida, after the flooding on the left, and what it normally looks like there on the right. Is that bridge gone? Oh, maybe it's just not up high enough. But man, oh man, I can't imagine what it's going to look like when they open Sunshine tomorrow. There's another video of the flooding down there. Oh, over 2 million power outages right now. It's unbelievable. I mean, we're thankful we don't have to deal with that here in Montana. But they're talking about the whole state of Florida is under a hurricane watch, including the east coast of Florida. But they're talking about Ian moving out to sea and then re-energizing and then coming back on land around Georgia, South Carolina shorelines. So, man. I mean, I love watching the coverage, but you just think about all those folks for sure. This segment brought to you by Bowser's Lucky Dog Casino. It is a great place, much like the Copper Club, for hot games, warm folks, cold drinks. Drink and gamble responsibly. I'll be in Billings Friday night. No, I won't. I'll be in Laurel Friday night doing the Laurel Billings Central football game for SWX. 7 o'clock kickoff. Both teams very, very good. And looking forward to calling that one. Tyson Byers is going to join me. Chris Byers' son. Looking forward to having him on the call as well. But Central's, 5-0? They've allowed 25 points all year. 42-6, 42-13, 47-6, 35-0, 56-0. Laurel's 4-1. They had the same score over Livingston that the Rams did, 56-zip, 62-9, 31-6. They lost to Lewistown 24-3, and then 42-0 over Hardin. I mean, they've allowed, quick math, 39 points. Top two teams in the Southeast A. Laurel beat Billings Central 28-14 last year and then lost to Hamilton in the state title game. Laurel's been to the last 3 Class A state title games. Let's see, in 2020, Billings Central beat Laurel 28-14, and then Laurel beat Central, waxed them 34-0 in the state championship game. So, going to be a good football game in Yellowstone County. Hope you can tune in 7 o'clock Friday night on SWX. Always enjoy calling games with those crews. Fantastic folks. Do on this day in history. It is September the 28th. It is World Dense Breast Day, and it is a reminder that not all mammograms show up with cancer. So get tested and be aware. National Women's Health and Fitness Day. It is National Drink Beer Day, Good Neighbor Day, and Strawberry Cream Pie Day. On this date, 1911, New York Highlanders got 13 walks, steal 15 bases, including 6 in 1 inning, and won the game 18-12. Each team in the game had 6 errors. It was a long game. 1919, the fastest major league game ever. Giants beat the Phillies 6-1 in 51 minutes. On this date in 1928, Chicago White Sox players indicted by a grand jury charged with fixing the 1919 World Series. 1930, Lou Gehrig's errorless streak ends at first base at 885 straight games. How good was he? On this date in 1941, Ted Williams was sitting at 399,998 something. If he had sat out, they had a doubleheader, the Red Sox did, in 1941, the final day of the regular season. If he had sat out, he would have hit 400. He played both games of that doubleheader. He went 6 for 8 and finished with a 406 batting average and did not win the MVP title because that was the same year of Joe DiMaggio's 56-game hit streak. Ted Williams, much better ball player. 1951, and you think about Ted Williams and a lot of those guys from those eras. Williams not only served in World War II as a fighter pilot, he served in Korea. I mean, he lost a bunch of his prime years because he was serving the country. This day in 1951, New York's Allie Reynolds pitched the second no-hitter of the year. I bring this up because it happened on the same date. Norm Van Brocklin of the Rams passes for an NFL record 554 yards. I was talking down in Billings at the Montana Football Hall of Fame induction with Jan Stenerud and a couple other guys one night, late one night, and they were talking about Norm Van Brocklin and that game where he passed for 554 yards. It was amazing to just sit and listen to those guys tell stories. Oh, it's the best part of the weekend for me. And stories that, most of them will never get told, but they're fantastic stories. 1960, Ted Williams, speaking of the best hitter in baseball ever, hit his final home run, number 521. It was his final at-bat of his career. Nolan Ryan, then of the California Angels, pitched his third career no-hitter on this date in 1974. And the Oakland A's threw a no-hitter in 1975 against the Angels. Vida Blue, Glenn Abbott, Paul Lindblad, and Raleigh Fingers all with the no-hitter. Now, what's interesting about Raleigh here, good story, I found this out. So one of the goalkeepers for the University of Providence men's soccer team, his name is Sam Fingers. His dad is Raleigh Fingers. And I think I was going into the bathroom Friday or Saturday when Raleigh was walking out. Raleigh's got that, still has the mustache. Remember his old mustache? The curl? Let's see if we can pull it up quick here. But it was, I'm pretty sure I saw good old Raleigh Fingers there in Great Falls the other day. So let's see, can we throw this up real quick? I think so. There we go. See the curl on the mustache? Sam does not have that same haircut or mustache, by the way. But Raleigh Fingers, kid, plays at Providence Soccer. There you go. Let's do this.
We're almost at the end of the show. What did we learn? And what did he miss? Time for the walk-off.
We learned from Alex Eschelman today. Walk-off, by the way, brought to you by Cafe Zydeco, where the Big Easy meets the Big Sky. Stop in for the best Cajun this side of New Orleans. Alex updating us on Tommy Malott, and he was briefly knocked unconscious out at Eastern Washington. He is out this week. Sean Chambers is your go-to, but Coach Vigen has a lot of trust in Sean Chambers. He recruited him to Wyoming. He started at Wyoming. Vigen knows him well, and that Bobcat defense has to be ready for Alonzo Gilliam from UC Davis and Coach Dan Hawkins. Interesting, too, Dan Hawkins has, since he took over at his alma mater, UC Davis, back in, 2017, he's never been to Bozeman as a coach, as the head coach of the Aggies. That game on Friday night, 8 o'clock on ESPNU. So there you go. Let's see. Thanks to Alex for joining us. Always love chatting with her. Tomorrow, the greatest basketball player, well, my favorite ever basketball player, number 25 for the Tennessee Lady Vols, Miss Brittany Jackson will join us. I think it's Brittany Jackson Turner now. She's got a whole lot of stuff to talk about. She got camps, which will make you better. Soaps from her son. Yeah, her son makes soaps for bath. They're great. I've had them. I haven't. My daughter uses them. Anyway, we'll talk to Brittany Jackson tomorrow. Get you set for the weekend and much more. Make sure you go to JasonWalkerShow.com anytime. And thanks to you. Thanks to our sponsors. And have a great, great Wednesday.
The Jason Walker Show is produced by the Jason Walker Media Company. Any reuse, rebroadcast, or retransmission without the express written consent of the Jason Walker Show is strictly prohibited. Just listen, watch, and enjoy.